Next we start the molar and specific heat capacities of gas. First we take molar heat capacities of a gas. In case of gas, there are two types of heat capacities, one at constant pressure and other at constant volume, unlike the solids and liquids, because the gas is compressible and liquids and solids are incompressible. Now first we take molar heat capacity at constant pressure. This can be denoted with the symbol Cp. Here P indicates that the pressure of gas is constant. It can be defined as the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 mole of an ideal gas by 1 degree at constant pressure. Thus, it can be defined as it is the amount of heat needed to increase the temperature of 1 mole of an ideal gas by 1 degree at constant pressure. Its unit is joule per mole per Kelvin. Similarly, we can define molar heat capacity at constant pressure by replacing pressure by volume here, here and here. That is molar heat capacity of a gas at constant volume. Its symbol is Cv. Here volume is constant. It is amount of heat needed to raise the temperature of unit or 1 mole of an ideal gas by 1 degree at constant volume. Its unit is joule per mole per Kelvin. So, the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 mole of an ideal gas at constant volume is known as the molar heat capacity at constant volume of that gas. Its unit is the same. Its unit is joule per mole per Kelvin. Joule per mole per Kelvin. The values of Cp and Cv are different for different gases, and for any gas Cp minus Cv is equal to capital R, where capital R is the molar heat capacity. Next we define specific heat capacities. In the same way, if you replace 1 mole with the unit mass and its unit mass, its SI unit is joule per kg per Kelvin. Next we define specific heat capacity at constant pressure. C small p. In order to distinguish molar heat capacity from specific heat capacity, we here slightly change the symbol. In molar heat capacity at constant pressure, we take symbol C capital P, and in case of specific heat capacity, we take symbol C small p. So, the amount of heat needed to raise the temperature of unit mass of an ideal gas by 1 degree at constant pressure is known as the specific heat capacity at constant pressure of that gas. Its unit is joule per kg per Kelvin or joule per kg per degree Celsius in SI system. Similarly, if you replace pressure here and here by volume and pressure here at volume by volume, then we get the definition of specific heat capacity at constant volume. Next we define the specific heat capacity at constant volume. specific heat capacity at constant volume. At constant volume, symbol is C small v. In case of molar heat capacity at constant volume, symbol was C capital V, and here it is C small v. The amount of heat needed to raise the temperature of unit mass of an ideal gas by 1 degree at constant volume is known as the specific heat capacity at constant volume of that gas. Its unit is joule per kg per Kelvin. The values of specific heat capacity Cp and Cv are different for different gases. Next, we find the relation between two molar heat capacities. Or to prove Cp minus Cv is equal to capital R. As we know, the internal energy change only depends on temperature change and is independent of volume change. Therefore, internal energy change will be same irrespective of the fact whether we keep the pressure constant or volume constant. Suppose we have 1 mole of an ideal gas, 1 mole gas at constant pressure P. Suppose this is cylinder fitted with movable piston. This is movable piston. At temperature T1, volume is V1. When gas is heated by giving heat dQ to the gas, its temperature increases by 1 degree from T1 to T2 such that T2 minus T1 is 1 degree, means dt is 1. dt means here T2 minus T1. Now the piston comes from this position to this position, changing volume V1 to V2. This is movable piston. Here we have 1 mole of an ideal gas inside a cylinder fitted with movable frictionless piston. At temperature T1 its volume is V1 and at temperature T2 its volume becomes V2, where T2 minus T1 is equal to temperature change dt, which is 1 degree. Here pressure is constant. Then from the definition of molar heat capacity at constant pressure, this will be equal to Cp. From first law of thermodynamics, dq will be equal to du plus dw, where du is ncv dt and dw is p dv. This is external work done and this is internal energy change. And by the definition of molar heat capacity at constant pressure, dq will be equal to Cp. Therefore, you can replace with dq with Cp. Here n is 1 and dt is 1. Therefore, this relation becomes Cv plus P dV, because n is 1 mole and dt is temperature change, which is 1 degree. Now here dV is volume change. Therefore, you can write Cp is equal to Cv plus P V2 minus V1. dV is equal to V2 minus V1 is equal to volume change. Now it can be written as Cp minus Cv is equal to P V2 minus P V1, and for 1 mole gas you can write PV2 as RT2, PV1 as RT1. Therefore, it can be written as RT2 minus RT1, because for 1 mole gas PV is equal to RT, and when you take R common, get T2 minus T1, and T2 minus T1 is dt. So this is T2 minus T1, temperature change, R and 2 dt, and dt is 1. Therefore, because dt is 1, therefore this relation gives Cp minus Cv is equal to R, because dt is 1. We can similarly prove C small p, C small v is equal to small r. This is difference of two specific heat capacities of gas. Specific heat capacities of gas. Are it we take m is equal to 1 kg, dq is equal to C P, PV is equal to m RT is equal to RT, because m is 1. Thanks.